Kenya Lake is a place that I want to go for a long time. During this recent Chinese New Year, I have a few days of holidays and I decided to go to Kenya Lake together with my wife. In this video, I want to show you all the places that we have been to and also certain things that you need to know before you going to Kenya Lake. Kenya Lake is located in the state of Terengganu and it's a breathtaking lake. It is also one of the largest man-made lake in Southeast Asia. In the first part of this video, I want to show you what are the places that we have visited. On the first day, we arrived at the jetty and we met our boatman Azman. And he then took us deep inside to the national park, which took us about more than 1 hour of boat ride. The Malunak Trail is one of the most scenic trails that I have ever hiked. It's a very nice place. It's a hiking trail which is well paved. On the left and the right there are ropes. And it's along a stream, not much of human intervention except the ropes and the bridges for safety. It actually meanders through the area behind the Bewa cave that we are going to visit later, and there are towering trees all around us. Because other places yang saya pergi hiking yang tempat yang lain dia macam hiking sajalah kan. Dia tak ada rock, dia tak ada banyak macam rock yang banyak ni. Yeah, because it's dekat gua. That's why there's a lot of rocks. Very nice. Finally, we reached to the end of the trail. The Malunak tree is supposed to be the biggest one in Asia. Oops, slippery. Huge. Tengok. Come, let's take a look. This side. It is so big that even 3 of us stretch our hands from left to right. We are hardly able to cover the whole length of it. Hello lah. After return from Malunak Trail, then our boatman take us to the nearby cave, Bewa Cave. According to Azman, our boatman, there are actually 2 entrances, and we are going to use the upper entrance as the another entrance was actually hidden underwater. To introduce all the different places of interest at this area. The cave isn't very huge, but stepping inside, now I feel it's like just in another world. It's now pitch dark. Azman is using his torch and I'm using my headlamp to navigate. And at the entrance, we saw some gigantic kaladi leaves, which is so big that it is about half of my body. Now it's in the afternoon, we arrive at the Lanse waterfall. To reach the waterfall, we just need to walk a short while, but we have to carefully navigate some slippery large rocks. There's a spacious shallow pool here, and you can see there are so many people here right now, and most of them, they come in a big group. We walk further up, So we get so close to the waterfall now and listen to the water cascading down with roaring power. And there's another smaller waterfall on the left. You can see from here merging into the main flow of the main waterfall. These are the places that we have been today, and tomorrow we are going to another 3 more places. Early morning on the second day, and we are now in the boat again on the way to Herbal Garden. It's a very nice garden with different types of local grown Malaysian herbs, and I've seen some that I'm a little bit familiar with. This is Tongkat Ali, Kachip Fatima. Now we are at the place that they provide us with the sample for the herbal tea. It is very refreshing, and I believe that they just boil it for a long time by using charcoal.
Okay.
We just back to the boat again, and now we are heading to Sok Waterfall. We need to take a short hike not too far away, about 500 meters. It's quite quiet today. It's only us, and we only met another visitor who just arrived. Wow, it's breathtaking. You can see there are multiple cascades tumbling down. Nice to sit down and listen to the soothing sound of the rushing water. After the trip going to the waterfall, we back to the jetty and we say goodbye to our boatman. So in the afternoon, we will go to the Kenya Elephant Conservation Village. We need to drive there. This conservation village is quite big. We need to first walking across a hanging bridge. And there are elephants roaming freely down there. At the end of this hanging bridge is probably about 500 to 600 meters long, and then we arrive now at the place that we can ride and we can feed the elephants. Elephants like sugar cane. So we bought a tub of sugar cane, cost us 5 ringgit each.
Jangan confuse dia. Dan dia bergaduh pula. Kita tadi tengah-tengah dua gajah, macam mana dia nak? Number 2. Now number 3.
They're very, very gentle and well behaved.
Lawan.
The highlight was the elephants having a bath. Slowly going down into the water together with the ranger. And some of them are even submerged fully inside the water with only the trunk poking up above the water. so playful to spray water to us. So far so good. Kenya Lake is nothing short of amazing. But it is not all sunshine and rainbow. First, it's about accommodation. So if you come with 1 or 2 persons just like us, you want to book a hotel, and I tried to find a hotel on the internet, there's only a handful that is really actively operating. So at the end then we finally booked Hotel Katunga. The reason we choose Hotel Katunga is because it is the one that is closest to the lake. In fact, we only need to walk about 5 minutes and we'll reach the jetty. And since we have a car, 1 minute we'll reach the jetty. And it is directly facing the lake. It's absolutely beautiful. But it doesn't mean that it is a luxury hotel. It is a basic hotel. There's ensuite bathroom, there's aircon, and besides that, there's really nothing much I can actually call it luxurious. So if you are okay with a no-frills accommodation, then this is one of the best choice. But if you are coming with a big group, let's say more than 10 persons, I would then strongly recommend you rent a houseboat. The reason why is because a houseboat will only rent to a group of people, say more than 10 persons. So like only 2 of us, they will not take us in. We have to rent the whole boat, which there are a few rooms. That means it is also ideal for family gathering, group dynamics for a company, or just get together with your good friends. And one of the best things by staying in a houseboat is that there are plenty of choices for meals. You can either bring your raw food and cook there yourself, or you can hire the chef from the houseboat, or you can just ask a houseboat to do everything for you. And speaking about food, I really need to mention something clearly. If you are not staying in a houseboat just like us, it is a challenge to figure out where to eat. Most of the eateries, they are stores, roadside setup, and no aircon. And the main problem is when we were there, most of the stores are closed at 4 to 5 p.m. and they do not operate at night. So it is a problem for our dinner. Since our hotel do not provide dinner, so we really have to find somewhere that we can have our dinner. And finally, we only found one that is really open at night. Another challenge is there's lack of food options when you leave the jetty and go deeper into the lake. So we actually asked our hotel to help us in the morning to pack some food for us for lunch. And on the second day, we asked our boatman to pack lunch for us. And if you are not staying in the boathouse that will bring you to all the places you want to visit, then you have to hire a speedboat. Now fortunately, we were there, it is not that difficult. One is that you can actually hire a speedboat at the jetty, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive because you will only go to a specific place. In our case, we actually asked our hotel to recommend a boatman to us, and he agreed to bring us to everywhere for the 1.5 days with a fixed fees. So that's all I can mention to you about Kenya Lake, and without a doubt, it is a stunning destination. If you like hiking, nature, lake, tranquil environment, that's the place for you. That said, if your priority is to have a luxurious resort, staying there with good food, then you may reconsider. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will love this video. And I invited you to subscribe to our channel so that we'll be able to show you all the places that we will visit in future. See you again. Bye.